Hey, what's going on, everyone? So this is going to be my quick 1-year review of my Tesla Model 3 long range at 15,000 miles. So first, if you could do me a huge favor and like and subscribe to my channel, it would really help a lot. So I started showing interest in Teslas in about 2018, and after doing about 2 years of research, literally going on YouTube, getting people's opinions, going on forums, I finally placed an order in March of 2020. Unfortunately, that's when the pandemic started, so I had to cancel my order because I wasn't sure if my job was going to be safe, but luckily everything was fine for me. And then in about December of 2020, I placed an order again. Luckily, that was around the time they were coming out with a new updated version, the 2021 model. So it was actually good that I canceled the order because I got the new updated version. And I got the car in about March 17th. So it took me about 3 months from the initial order to receiving. So the first thing is that the car came with 353 miles of range, and I've lost between 5 and 10 miles of range, and that's with me driving 15,000 miles. So I've been as low as 341 miles at a full charge and as high as 349 miles at a full charge, but I haven't gone back to the original 353 miles that it came with. But I knew it was going to happen, so I expect to lose between 5 and maybe 10 miles, maybe 1 to 2% a year, I guess, depending on how much you drive and what kind of charging you do. And for the most part, I've done slow charging, except on road trips when I did literally all fast charging. So after 1 year of owning the car, it still almost looks brand new, minus one spot where I did hit a pole, unfortunately, and I left a couple scratches. But I did buy a $60 touch-up kit from Tesla, so I'm gonna use that. Also, I do have cats in my house, and they tend to climb on the car, so there's a couple scratches. But overall, it still looks brand new because I do take care of it pretty well. I wash it at least once a week. If you can see, you can barely see it, but there is some scratches right here and right here. So I'm gonna use that touch-up kit, and it should look like brand new once again. So I've only had one issue with my car. I spilled a drink in the passenger seat, and it brought up a warning of system restraint fault. Luckily, it was still covered under warranty. So I went to the service center. I left it there, and in a couple hours it was fixed. That's really the only issue I've had about the car. So I think I got the car at the best time we can get it in 2021, which was around March, because the car cost $54,300 with the long range black with stock wheels, and now the same model costs $64,300 after taxes. So that's literally a $10,000 difference. Also, I managed to get $12,000 off from California with grants and rebates. And you can't even get that anymore. So that's literally $12,000 off the car. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how I got $12,000 off my Tesla Model 3 in 2021. Well, first I initially got $1,500 off from the California Clean Fuel Reward. That was automatic. I didn't even have to apply. Then I applied for the Clean Vehicle Assistance Program. That was $5,000. That one took actually a little while. And then I applied for these two rebates right here, which I got to check. It was a Clean Vehicle Rebate Project and the Clean Vehicle Increase Rebate. And this is based on income, which I got $4,400 off. And then I got $1,000 charging credit from EVgo, which I actually still have from, even though it's been a year, which it really helps a lot. So my setup, I actually don't have one. I didn't realize that my house was really old. So when I tried charging it, it actually didn't work because I didn't realize my house was really old. And luckily there's plenty of free chargers, third-party chargers, superchargers in my area in Southern California and Orange County specifically. So I'm totally fine not having home charging. I actually even haven't used the charger it came with. That's how much charging there is available, at least in my area. That's why you gotta do your research before you buy an EV car. Since I live in Southern California, it does get pretty hot. And I don't want the cooling fan to be going on and off all day and waste battery. So it does save me a couple miles a day by having this, and it's worth the investment. I actually had to improvise because I bought a big tarp and a smaller tent, but that's okay. And if you saw in the beginning of the video, the car was dirty. And that's what happens when you get a black car, unfortunately. I knew it was going to happen, but it does get dirty pretty quickly. I literally washed it 2 days ago and it's already dirty. And that's also right next to my garden, so there's a lot of dust blowing its way. And the only big expense I've had to do was change the wheels at 15,000 miles. I actually got the Michelin all-weather wheels for $1,200. And so far, that's the only literally big thing I've had to purchase. And the inside of the car has been holding up pretty well. Like I said, I clean it once a week, so it still looks brand new. I've only had one major spill, which I kind of whipped cream exploded, but I managed to get all of it off. And this is how literally my car looks every day, with random stuff in it. And the front sides, it's been holding up pretty well also. The only bad thing is that I do eat in the car, especially when I'm coming home from work. So I have spilled things in the car, but I've managed to get most of it off. The only big stain I have is actually this around here. So now lastly, let me go over the good and bad things about owning an EV car or Tesla. The good thing, at least in my area in Southern California, there is plenty of chargers and free charging. And that's why one of the reasons that I bought the car, because I knew I wasn't going to have an issue charging the car. Second is the Tesla supercharger network. It's super easy to go on a road trip. You just put in your destination and you go. And there is a credit card linked to your car, so you just plug it in and that's it. You don't have to use your phone, swipe, tap. It's just plug it in and that's it. Third, the car has gotten better over time because the software updates. Literally, you don't hear of any car getting better over time. Most cars lose value, but this car has been getting so much better over time. Then there's a security system because there is cameras all over the car. So you can literally log into your phone and see a live view of what's going on around your car. So if you see anyone trying to do something with it, you can scare them. I would say one of the bad things about owning a Tesla or an EV car is that you gotta plan your trips a little bit more. Because there will be some areas where there will be no chargers. And also every charging station adds about maybe 10 to 15 minutes to your road trip. So if you're driving really far, it can add up after a while. Also, if you have an EV car, you got to pay a little bit more attention to your charge, especially if you're in farther areas, because it's not like a gas car. Like if you ran out of gas, you just go to the gas station, get a gallon and come back. You can't really do that with the EV car. And that's really the only two bad things for me. So that's my quick 1-year review of my Tesla Model 3 long range at 15,000 miles. And overall, I have no regrets getting it. It's a really great car. So please remember to like and subscribe. Have a good day.